Welcome, everyone, to the Primeval Cast, Episode 3. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Louie. What's up, Louie?
Hey, everyone.
Okay, so just when you thought it couldn't get any better, this episode, Episode 3, Season 1, Episode 3, starts off where you have these people diving in this pool. And not just, I guess it's like some organization, or I don't know if it's a school or something.
Yeah, I think it's like a swimming school, like after hours, like the lifeguards are kind of...
So this woman and this guy are in the pool. The woman gets out. The guy goes to dive, doesn't even see that there was an anomaly, I guess, that opened. And this crocodile thing comes out, this ridiculous type. I don't know if it's a crocodile or
It's
something
a
like a
mosasaur.
crocodile. A mosasaur.
It's like a prehistoric aquatic lizard.
And it eats the guy. When he dives right into the thing's mouth. Now, she's showering, she's whatever. So now, here's the problem, okay? The Home Office doesn't want this known to people. Okay? Claudia Brown's torn because she's like, listen, the cops are going to arrest this woman. Okay? They're going to destroy her life. We can't have this happen. Like, this is our fault. We got to protect these people. We can't have these people get blamed. Like the cops that they murdered her boyfriend, whatever. So, you know.
That's, so I was going to say, this is a great moment for character, like, showing what the characters stand for. Because Cutter, when he hears about this, he just goes straight in and confesses everything to the police, who just dismiss it as a joke. But he's really fighting for her case. Like, this is wrong. Like, innocent people can't be blamed for what's going on. We don't even know it ourselves. Like, he gets really angry and frustrated at Lester at this point.
Yeah.
Which then causes friction.
At least Lester could say, all right, tell the cops, look, we found... I mean, here's the thing. Like, so, I mean, what happens is they're trying to solve the mystery. They have to save this lady so her life don't get destroyed, okay? It turns out that the... correct me if I'm wrong... They're focused on the other anomaly that's still open. Okay, they're testing it with metal and stuff. It's not closing, but it's not that anomaly. So now it's like a thing like, oh, there can technically be two anomalies at the same time. Okay, how is this possible? And then Professor Cutter basically comes up with this thing where it's like an earthquake, where, like, you know, just like you have an earthquake, there's like fault lines. And he comes up with this thing that only the anomalies can appear where this fault line is.
They're like, this particular one, it's on the fault line, it can move along at any point.
Moving. So, so then they also notice, correct me if I'm wrong, I guess it's in the, is it called, it's not the ocean, but it's the, like, what, like a lake, or is it like a...
Like a, reservoir.
It's a reservoir. And Connor first notices, hey, look, I'm stabbing this stick. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, the reservoir is emptying. He's like, well, where the hell is the water going? Then, this is what I really like, because this I found the episode to be so original from anything I've ever seen. Because just imagine that the anomaly not only could have the creatures going back and forth in time, but the whole friggin' reservoir, water, could go into the past.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Maybe where there's no water. So it's like...
It's just flood the village or something.
Right. It's really interesting how, you know, let's just say, like, you know, there's a drought or something, or whatever that thing is, there's a little water, now there's a whole thing, which basically could save some of those species. I'm thinking like time paradoxes, but
you know, it could affect the whole.
Or our bacteria could go in the back and back in time and kill everything. You don't know.
Could kill the dinosaurs.
Right, our fish could technically go back there, and our fish could evolve into something new here. So it's like an open swinging door. The possibilities are endless. They could even re-examine that at a later season, like maybe a new season. Like, oh, by the way, some of our fish, like we had a goldfish that went back in time and evolved. Now it's like a freaking monster or something. I mean, you don't even know.
It's true.
So that's really cool. I mean, please with your head. So, all right, I'm getting losing track. So we start to see that Steven, Abby's trying to get close to Steven, and she finds out that he has a boyfriend. So then it's like I guess my reaction was like, what a jerk. Like, right away, I don't want to say curse words so much, but
but it's true.
like, what a slime ball. So the guy's like slimy. Like, he was going to cheat on his girlfriend. He was going to, ew, man, that's not right. So I'm like,
she was she was at what? She was like in the rainforest for 2 years or something.
Right. He hasn't seen her in a couple of years, but but still, your boyfriend, girlfriend, long distance relationship, you got to be loyal, So then it's like, all right, go, Connor, get on that, like get that, and he's trying to like hug her and stuff, and she's like, get away from me, it's like
they do have a really nice like slow burning relationship.
They almost get killed because I guess the professor goes into the water
scuba
diving, but then the thing comes after Connor and Abby, but Connor saves the day basically.
It's like his heroic moment.
Yeah, I guess he throws something in the thing's mouth and something.
He gets like a rowing boat oar and kind of like hits it. But just talking about that scene in particular, I think it's really well directed. Like the use of CGI and I think the Mosasaur CGI is one of the best. Like, it looks really real. Like, all the textures on its skin.
I like the fact that when he went in the portal there, well, basically, I'm skipping around. What's his name? Lester says to him, listen, we want you to go in there and get your wife.
Yeah, because they get a message.
Because they find out, right? They get him. Basically, let me explain this. There was a thing, that portal that opened up in this lady's house with the washing machine.
Because she was in the fault line.
Right, in the fault. So I wound up like spitting out the diver's guts in her basement. So hopefully the lady gets acquitted, obviously. And this other diver, the diver gets lost. There's a diver that gets lost in the water. We left it out. Where that's why the professor's going in there. So they find out that the diver, he went the force of the current. They figure all this stuff, and he died. And then he just appears in that lady's basement. So that was pretty funny how it was in that.
Yeah,
it was hysterical.
Like she gets a plumber at first because she thinks it's a leak, and
right.
He's like, "Oh, your dog's enjoying it," and she's like, we don't have a dog," and she kind of goes up the stairs, and this plumber's like creeped out, and you see this massive like reptilian swan thing, and it looks just, it's gonna get him, and
it attacks like it goes. He's like, what the hell? Yeah. So the professor goes in. Well, actually, how did they do with the handkerchief? What did she do? She
wraps it around the dead body.
Yeah, she tied it to his arm, right?
Which is really messed up because it's just like.
Yeah. So like
it leaves you wondering, like, was he alive? Could he have helped? Could she have helped him?
Basically, they had a joke that every Christmas or every birthday, they would have this special handkerchief with her initials, with the initials on it.
Yeah, from like her mad aunt or something.
Right. So he knew it was her, and then he tells and then his friend remembers too. So then she's like, "Why didn't you tell me? You lied to me." And she's like, "You keep this up, we're
Claudia
done."
Gets annoyed.
She gets annoyed, but she's like, "We're done." But it sounds like they're done relationship-wise, which is not in a relationship. But I guess in her head, she wants it. Yeah, she's like, "We're done." Like, meaning, him and her. And the funny thing is, then I start to see the dark side of her. Okay? It's like the guy's Lester's talking to her, and you don't see what they're talking about. But anyway, let's go back. So Cutter goes into the water. They have like a lifeline. They said, "Listen, go get your wife, bring her in." He goes in, and he goes into the past, and then he takes off the suit, and he's walking on the beach, and then he sees these birds, and then he sees his wife like naked in a pool, like chilling in the past. Like, basically, look, if you're gonna be doing that, then you're like the Doctor Doom of that world. Like, you're ruling. Somehow you feel so safe that you can just take a bath in the freaking ocean or whatever with dinosaurs everywhere. So obviously you got it made. Okay, so something's going on back there where she has some organization with her or something. She's safe. So and the weird thing is, like, that's his wife. What's he turning away from? He's not looking. So she's
I think it's just because I don't
yeah.
know. I think it's been 8 years, and I think
Yeah,
he's pissed off with her
she's
as
like,
well.
oh, you could, yeah, he is pissed. So she gets dressed and she's like talking to him, and he's like basically telling her off in so many words, you know. And the funny thing was, like I was telling you off air, she had a canteen of coffee. That's not water.
No, it's
So it's
coffee.
like, how the hell do you have coffee millions of years in the thing?
Well, that's the interesting thing. It's like kind of like it just shows that what a bitch she actually is. That she's actually been
Right.
going into the
Which he
into the
says to her,
present.
he's like, oh, I bet you've been, did you go to the funeral? She's like, no. He's like, but you've been watching me, haven't you? And she's like, well, yeah. Like, so in other words, what do? You pop into Starbucks, you get a coffee, and then you go, oh, I'm going to go back to see dinosaurs now.
She's kind
It's
of
like,
like
wow.
she's abandoned the real world, her life for this new life of.
I think she's like delusional. I think that
because she says like the woman you knew is dead. Like this is
I
my
think
life.
she's so in a state of shock and messed up in the head because she's got like a little bit of a god complex. Because she thinks like it's all hers, like she's in control of everything, like that it just went to her head. Because I think she might have went crazy a little bit in the past.
I think that's what happened. I think because in episode 1 you see the flashback of her in the supermarket. I reckon that was all by mistake. She was investigating it. She went through the anomaly by whatever. She got trapped. And then
but I think she went a little crazy.
Yeah, I think she was stuck there for some time before it reopened.
Before she found other anomalies. I think she started talking to herself. I think she had to kill things, and she probably was the type that she didn't kill a thing.
So now I think it changed her, and now she's got to the point where she can't go back to her real life.
It's like Rick the sheriff, and then Rick killing people and walkers. Like, I mean, that's the best analogy I could think of. It's like toughened her up, but too tough, and it made her like a real.
And because she's been on her own, I think she's seen all these different time periods, all these different species. I think,
and she's like above everything. Yeah, like everybody's just a nuisance and stupid to her because
all her
she knows it all.
Are gone. She's kind of like an animal. She's like, you've got to survive. And I think that's kind of her thing. Like,
so basically, while he's in the past, Claudia and Lester is talking, planning, and then Abby and Stephen like, what's going on? And then we get that Nick Cutter is just done with his wife. He don't want to have it. He just doesn't want to see her.
He's like, come on, you're coming with me, and she's like, oh, I offer you the key to time.
She wants him to give up everything. He's like,
yeah, she's like,
who the hell are you?
I'll give you the key to time. The key to time.
Yeah, key to time. She's like, who the hell are you? You took away 8 years of my life. Now you want me to give up my students and my this and my that. The hell with you? And then he goes in the water, and then the creature comes after him, the oversized lizard, and then he keeps getting hit with it, and then it turns out that this bigger creature ate that creature, but then he had to give up his oxygen, so now he passes out. They want to pull him in. They bring him back to life, and then he's getting to an ambulance or whatever, and then he finds out that they're going to go after her, and they get her. They go in the past, the whole military unit. They get her
because he just like wakes up and he's like, "How long have I been out for?" And Abby's like, "Not long." And then she's like, "We need to tell you something." And he's just like, "Where's Claudia? I need to speak to Claudia." And he looks around and they've got Helen all handcuffed, and she's really pissed off at this point. Yeah, she's like
irritated
because she thinks Cutter's betrayed her and it's a setup.
Yes,
but obviously he was unaware of that. Because at first Lester threatened him. If you don't go through, you're done, and we'll get her by force. So he was kind of like, no, I'll do it my way.
Yeah, and Claudia's all happy with herself, pretty much, because
she's got the cat.
I'm really going to show him with her. Yeah. So we get a thing where, what is going on? Like, obviously, she's not scared to be stuck in the past. So there must be tons of anomalies. There must be tons of stuff, and it just keeps getting better and better. So then we also find out too that Steven's girlfriend is like, they're distant, and maybe they're not really boyfriend and girlfriend, or maybe whatever. They're like on and off, maybe. So there's a possibility there for Abby
and
to get in on that.
I kind of like the way Abby's kind of like when he tells her that he's like kind of it's not working out with his girlfriend. Like she's kind of like, well, it ain't ever happening again with you and me. I've seen what you're like.
Yeah, I'm done with
Yeah, I
you.
like
Yeah,
that. But what I was gonna say was with the Helen thing. It's also interesting that she says like I can control the anomalies. I know where they are. Like she can predict them and stuff. And
right.
it's kind
Well,
of like she's
we're getting
teasing.
into the next episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of like she's teasing him with all this
yeah,
information. And
yeah.
again, it's
And the
kind of
next
like
episode's even better
yeah.
with some of the stuff we see. So, all right. Again, thanks to Louie, I'm involved in this and watching Primeval, and let's campaign
Bring it back. Hashtag
to
bring back
bring it
Primeval.
back. And casts, if they serve any purpose, it's to restore the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we want.
Because these
I
are
mean, that's
just
what
episode casts. Like once we've seen them all, we could do like discussions and
Yeah, and not for nothing, but the power of the people. That's the strongest thing.
and I know a lot of
Fans
people
bring
that.
back shows from cancellation.
Well, I don't know if you knew, but in 2009, Series 3 of Primeval was cancelled because ITV had to cancel a lot of stuff, but the fans campaigned and we got 2 series for it.
Okay. So, again, fans have brought back Doctor Who. Fans have brought back everything. So,
we've brought it back once. We can do it again.
Never underestimate a fan or a fan, the fan community. So, let's hope that the show comes back. And you know what? We'll keep making casts for every single episode. Basically, that's the commitment of this show here. And hopefully we get the word out. Hopefully, I mean, we're already recognized on Twitter from the Primeval fan base. So they retweeted us. So I hope they enjoy the cast. We're enjoying it. I'm enjoying watching the episodes. In such a short amount of time, I started seeing them. So
yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
I'm going to watch the 5th episode probably Wednesday. So, all right, guys. Thank you, Louie.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.